So I haven't been talking to myself because it feels like there hasn't been anything to talk about myself with. When I was in California, everything just unfolded in a flowing way, and I was living life and with the people there, and there was nothing to write down, or at least not much. And I got back last night, and when I got home, I got ready for bed, and then I went to bed, and I took the 2 quetiapine, and I took 6 milligrams of sublingual melatonin. And when I was in California, I was taking 4 sunflower lecithin, 1200 milligrams, as well as an extra zinc and 2 tryptophan at night to go to sleep. But I was thinking, well, I was really tired and it was 1 o'clock in the morning or later, so I decided not to take the sunflower lecithin or the tryptophan. Maybe I didn't take tryptophan. Maybe that was the problem. I can't remember what I did. So maybe that's what it was. Or maybe I didn't take it because I had taken some on the plane to stay calm and everything. So I think I might have thought I took too much of that already, so I didn't want to take more. And then what happened was I was asleep for probably like an hour and a half, and I know that because I checked my phone and checked the time when I woke up. But I woke up in the night and my heart was racing, and it felt like that death experience. And it was going fast and strong, but not super fast. It was kind of like boom, 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 and it wouldn't stop. And I was laying there paralyzed, and my brain felt like it was dying, like kind of like that mild psychosis death thing happening where I can't move. And it felt like my brain was rearranging and reorganizing, and it was painful. And I think I remember when I was falling asleep, my brain was trying to work things out about how consciousness manifests experience, or things that have happened in some of the past experiences when I've been in terrified states and how people respond to me. And then when I'm in better states, how people respond to me. And when I did that calculation in my brain, it messes me up because it makes me feel like there are no other people. But there are, of course there are. But then it was confused. And I remember thinking about different things, like thinking about a past scenario where I was terrified, and then a friend was there and she just kind of stood there doing nothing. And then all of a sudden, my mom came and knocked on the door as if she knew I was terrified or something. She's like, "Are you okay?" It was just really weird. It's like people pick up on this consciousness and act accordingly. But then when calculating that, it makes some kind of feeling of tremendous responsibility. Like, it's so confusing. I don't even know how to explain it. But I found myself being like, okay, like, stop thinking about that. Even though I wasn't thinking, it was like my brain was trying to figure something out. It was like, stop figuring that out. And then when the thing happened in the night, that I was absolutely terrified, and it didn't make me feel like I wanted to kill myself, but I did find myself trying to think, where's the extra Seroquel? And it was telling me something about, like, this terror, this terrified feeling was giving this subtle intimation of how my brain can't operate the way it was operating in California. It's not safe. Something like that, and it went on, sort of giving me this really subtle information that it's hard to remember. But I don't know if that was it, like it was dying to that. And I've also thought, when that happens and there's that terror and this weird stuff in my brain, it's like lowering my level of consciousness, and I'm not sure. So I was in California, and then I just got home and fell asleep, and that happened. And was that to lower my level of consciousness, to be closer to this reality? Or or was it stress from the plane ride? Or was it the fact I didn't take sunflower lecithin and more tryptophan? And I don't think I took more zinc either. So was it because I didn't have that? Do I need to take those now all the time? I wasn't taking them every night when I was home before I left for California. But I was in California because it's so energetic there and so much energy that I needed something to help me sleep, those supplements and vitamins. So after that subsided, that it kind of stopped after maybe a minute or two, but it was absolutely terrifying, and it felt like it was going to go on forever. And it felt like it was telling me like something terrible was going to happen, or maybe it happening was the terrible happening, this brain rearranging, I don't know. But then after it stopped, I got up and I grabbed a few Seroquel and I put them on my nightstand, and then I put the bottle somewhere else, because I didn't want it to look like I had this big bottle of Seroquel by my nightstand, because that can look like I took half a bottle, because it's half empty, even though that bottle probably never was full, but it could look like I took a bunch. So I didn't want to make it look like anything like that. And then I took 5 sunflower lecithin, and I might have taken some tryptophan. I don't even know. I was so out of it. It was 3:14 in the morning when I checked. And then I fell asleep. So I'm wondering if it was just telling me something, or just reorganizing something, because it was that same heart-pounding terror that I get that is so uncomfortable and awful. But it went away. Whereas when that happened in, I can't remember the month, October, it didn't go away, and it just turned into more and more and more. So I'm not really due for a crisis until mid-June, but this was not the greatest. So I could just think of it in terms of, I made a big transition from California for 27 days to home, and it was really weird. So I'm thinking of buying this device called Spire that my friend told me about, that measures your breathing, and maybe a Fitbit for the heart rate monitor thing, to see these faster heart rates happening. And then I wonder about, like, had I not come back, would this all be going down? Would I need this device to measure breathing? Would I need this device for heart rate? Would I need this or that, or to do all these things that I have on my to-do list? Like, those things and that chaos sort of puts itself together as necessary as soon as I come back here. But in California, life is so simple. There aren't all those things to do. So I do need to prepare for the apocalypse in June. Maybe it'll come sooner. It also is worrisome that maybe the quetiapine won't keep this shit away, because I did take 2 quetiapine, but the heartbeat things still happen. And so that's big, because I've never been on 2 quetiapine a day. I've been on lithium things and trazodone, and that heartbeat thing happened, but now I'm on the 2 antipsychotics and it happens anyway. So I could eventually make myself sort of adapted to the antipsychotic, and it might not have the same effect. So this could be bad, or I don't know. But one good point is, after that terrifying period of time ended, I was able to get up, put like a few Seroquel beside my bed, and then I took 5 sunflower lecithin and went to sleep. So it's good. I didn't have to take trazodone or something. If I started taking that, it is a serotonin-based, or SSRI, antidepressant, and then I wouldn't be able to take tryptophan and St. John's wort, because those things are contraindicated. So as long as I can keep taking all the vitamins, and I ordered more, and then I ordered more again. Last night when I got home, I ordered uridine, brain gastrodin, alpha GCP, and CDB choline, which are the things more related to brain neuroplasticity that I'll need for after the apocalypse happens on June 15th. I'm also probably going to make an appointment to talk to Peter Smith again and talk to him about what's been happening. I haven't had a follow-up consultation with him. The only thing with talking with him is he talks a lot, which is great value, but hopefully he can answer my questions. And I work today, so I feel overwhelmed. My eyes feel funny. I wonder if it's because of that thing that happened last night, but I'm just wondering, it's just so interesting that that happened so soon after coming back. But hopefully it was just releasing some energy. Hopefully my brain was reorganizing, and in that process it was telling me something really intense. Because before I was falling asleep, I was trying to figure out how to operate without this sense of you and me or separation. And then when I was driving today, I realized something about people react mechanically. So it's not a matter of there's no you or me. It's people are reacting mechanically, sort of like programs. So there is something there, but they're not reacting or acting based on the actual. And that's too big to get into when someone's coming. So I'm going to go for dinner. I'm going to try and go on to organic food and be really healthy and do what I can for my body and see if that increases my vibration in some way, because I don't know what else I can do. So here goes.